Sloan here, and it is December. And guess what December means? Changing my quilts out. So I do have the one here, which is from the Perfect 10 book. Look, 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 look. Oh, so nice. I have, a set of favorites now. I've come that, I'm sure they'll change over time, but for a couple years now, this has been just a perfect one to hang here, and I really enjoy it. We're also going to see how I hung everything and how it sort of got organized to change things out. I'm going to do that. But first, it is Tackle It Tuesday, and for Tackle It Tuesday, it pretty much for me was switching my quilts out. So if you need a motivator to switch your quilts out for the holidays of December, today is your day. Today is your day to do the Tackle It. Also, a 10-minute challenge. 10-minute challenge is to clear some surfaces because you might have projects you're trying to finish for this month. You might have things you want to wrap and you use your workstation, your work table for wrapping. So a good thing is to go ahead with that 10-minute challenge and get your surfaces cleared off. Like I need to work a little bit more on that surface over there, that white cabinet. So you see I've got a couple things there that need to either move to a new home or something like that. That's a different place in the room. So I'm going to do those. If you did not download my our December calendar of projects, do that. And remember there's a second page. A lot of people keep asking, oh, you mentioned this project, you mentioned that project. Yeah, they're all on the second page. So look at that. And this is a PDF. So PDF means you can scroll in if for some reason you're on a device that the font looks really small. You can print it. There's clickable links if you're doing this when you're online. You can click the links that are down here to go to project pages or the patterns or the books or whatever. So be sure that you do download this. Now I'm going to shuffle things already. Already I'm shuffling things. And so we will do the, what is it? Oh my goodness, the Behaven. I forgot that name. The Behaven will be on probably Thursday. Tomorrow, which I didn't get on this list, is I'm on a book tour. And so I will be doing just showing you the book for the book tour tomorrow. And so that'll be fun. Okay. I also had a couple of other Tackle It Tuesdays, sort of like things I was doing. And then I'm going to go in and show you sort of getting prepped for shuffling and, moving my quilts to the next season. So let's take a look. After the video yesterday, I went ahead and trimmed this. And so I wanted you to see it. Well, I should get back, shouldn't I? Wanted you to see it trimmed. And I will be using red for the binding, or maybe scrappy. I'm not sure yet. I didn't make the binding for this one. But here I wanted to show you, well, you can see it really on the dark. See this sort of sideways feather? Isn't that gorgeous? And it's angled so that, that feather kind of comes and mimics the angling of this on point pattern, which is by my friend Andy. This is the pattern, plot twist. I think I was calling it on point, but it is called plot twist. So look at that, so good. So I decided that I didn't want to do a scrappy. I just want to get one piece of fabric, and I've got my box, my basket of teal fabric, and this was on top. So I'm like, oh, I really like this, but there's really no green in the quilt. So I'm looking down here, and here is another stripe, and it also has a little bit of green, but a lot less. Let me try this with my right hand. Okay, I got it out. So let's see if this would be good on the edge. So the binding, yeah, see, it's a little bit muted, which I kind of like. Okay, shoved it all the way under. All right. So there, oh, yeah. So the green is a lot less. You see the difference? See the difference? Let me put it under there. Huge difference. In this one, actually, the green kind of comes out at you more. So, yeah, I think this is very, 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 very old. I've had this, and I keep finding little uses for it. Does it even have a date on it? Red Rooster, oh my goodness. Yeah, they did not do fabric for very long. This was P&B, right? No, this was, yeah. Anyway, it's old. And, okay. Yep. Vintage Workshop. Oh, old. So I'm going to use this. Okay. Who else measures binding by putting your quilt out and just laying the fabric down? So I know the side is longer. Actually, I pulled it already and measured. So it takes at least 1.5 of these. These are just doesn't even quite fit one length. So that means I'm probably going to do, instead of, obviously I cannot do 4, but I could do 4 plus another 5 plus another 6, and then it's shorter here, so I might end up with 2 short pieces just to get it all the way around. With the fabric on this might have been like, might have done 7. Anyway, this is how sometimes, rather than measuring the quilt and figuring it out, it's just faster to lay it here. How many will go across? For the stripe binding, I actually like to put them right sides together rather than angled, because the stripe, I just don't need to have an angle where the seam is, and particularly these ones where there's a lot of different colors, and don't even have to fussy where it is. I will just sew and it'll be like this. There'll just be a seam that becomes almost invisible, versus if I'm doing like an angled, okay, this is this is just like angled, they're not going to line up because I'm not going to fussy cut that angle. I mean, you could, but there's no reason. So I am just doing them straight across, and that's how, there, you can see how they are, just straight across. I'm going to shift my clock a little bit, because when I was putting this down, doing it through the camera, I didn't get it quite, afterwards, I didn't get it quite where I would like it to be, so I'm just warming that up. It's a fusible, it's warmed up, I just picked the edge off. Now the biggest problem is that often you cannot glue this down again. The adhesive might not stick again, but I found that to do it, to maybe get a chance at it working again, it's kind of 50-50. I do it while it's still warm. So there, I shifted it down a little bit, and I'm a little bit happier with that one. It's just doing these kind of things through a camera angle. It's just, I'm not seeing it as well. And there we go. Anyways, easy fix. And that actually did go down. Now see, it's not as good. See here? See, that's lifted? And I don't think there's just no glue left, because the adhesive does get soaked into your fibers. And when you move it, there might be a little bit left. But what I can do is I can just take a glue stick under there, because the goal is to just keep this edge down flat when you do the blanket stitch, so that it's not lifting up and creating an unsightly area of the stitching. So if I have a section like here, so I will just take the glue stick and run it along there and then press it down. So that'll work. Now on to Christmas All Year. I have a stripe binding. This is a sleeve because I'm going to hang this above my couch, which has a curtain rod, and so I want the sleeve. And then I have the snowflake that we did, and I went into, you'll be proud of me. Oh, wait, I turn the heater off so it doesn't make a back noise. Okay, so you'll be proud of me. I went into the box that has binding, the basket, which lives under there, and I found, yes, the Christmas snowflake, square snowflake. This is the guy. This is the free quilt along, mystery quilt along from the Fat Quarter Shop we did in the summer. And this is the one that also I have the kitty panel in the back. And so these two. And then all I will have to do is quilt the table topper. And then everything is ready. All the new stuff is ready. There's the table topper. So I have to quilt this square, and then I want to make a pillow too. So all of that, and then I am ready to decorate. So I'm clearing things off. The counters, it doesn't look like I've got everything, but some of that's staying. And then almost all the quilts, the fall quilts here, the pillow covers, pillows, and then I just got to move the ladder and get that one down. And on this shelf here are all of the Christmas, and then I do have Christmas stack of smalls. One of these is a stack of smalls, like, you know, maybe half that stack, maybe a bit more for Christmas that I'll have to get out. Next will be to press a bunch of stuff. These are the two newest ones that need pressed, and actually I'm probably going to press the one that I had in there. I have another one in there. Well, a bunch, probably most everything needs to be pressed, because after sitting folded for, you know, even just a little while, the crease starts to get in there. And then I have this cute little pin cushion with my pins that I pin the smalls that I do on the wall. I just pin them straight into the wall. I don't use any. I do have one or two little hangers, but mostly I just pin them straight in. So that is the next step, is to press everything. But first I'm going to try to figure out where each piece will go. Oh gosh, I just remembered. Look at there. Okay, so that's got to come down too for to put up a Christmas one. All right, so this process takes a little while. I figure out what position, like what wall each thing is going to go. Like it's going to go above the couch. Just probably this might go in the dining room, whichever one is going to go there. And I have those all out and press just them rather than pressing everything and wasting time. The last peek before I show you everything. So I'm still ironing. These are going to be hanging up, so you're going to see those. I'm watching stuff on my tablet, watching YouTube. So let's go look in the other room. Some of the smalls getting ready. You're going to see those. And then I have down here, this is going to hang. We did this as a quilt along from my buddy Wendy's book. And that'll hang on the ladder over there. These are 3 table runner options. I have 1 table. Right now I've got 3 table runners. I think I'm going to go with the red and white this year. But there's No My Stars, and this is one from a Lori Holt book. And I had that one last year. This was a quilt along, and it's been usually hanging in my hall, but I'm going to do the other snowflake this year, and then that one will go also on the ladder. I've got to move stuff around. I was doing some organizing. So, and then over here I've got the red and white checkerboard, which go on the back of the sofa, and then the Will You Be My Neighbor, which will hang on the ladder. So one of the things that's going in the back there, I think this one will go in the back of the chair, and then this one and this one will go on the ladder. So there you get to see them. I just got this finalized, so I have to jump in here with an extra little segment. I just talked to Kate and Pete Spain about giving a portion of all of my Pat Sloan merchandise sales to the World Central Kitchen for December. So all of my sales, the part that I would get normally, is all going to World Central Kitchen for December. And we even tossed in the November commission that I get. And so we've already got a little bit in the kitty to get going, and let me just show you what's out there and what you can pick up. And this is for the whole month of December, so I'm going to keep talking about this because I want to support the World Central Kitchen. So here's the page at Kate Spain's website for all things Pat Sloan. She designs for me. We collaborate on what they should be. So these are the brand new snowflakes, and there will be a portion, my portion of these sales go to the World Central Kitchen for the whole month of December. And so you can pick up the So Thankful. We've got I'd Rather Be Sewing. I've got some ornaments. Sloan Zone, the Fabric Curator. There's some wintry theme. I quilt past my bedtime. Things you may have not picked up. You know, we've got stickers and cups and t-shirts. There's United We Quilt. We've got zippy bags. Just so much fun. Firecrackers is pretty limited edition. It probably won't be there that long. We've got, you see a couple of different colors of that one. We've got our wonderful star with the heart in the middle. Fabric Curator, I think, is one of my personal favorites. I love this mug. It's kind of textured. I mean, this tumbler is kind of textured right there. And let's see, Fabric Curator, we've got some buttons here, quilty buttons. May the 4th inch be with you. Notepad, stickers. There's notepad, a couple different notepads. We've got the heart, so Valentine's is coming up. And I unplugged my sewing machine to be here. And the original Sloan Zone, which is so fun. So fun. So I hope you get in on it, and everything you purchase, there is a % that will go to World Central Kitchen. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So getting everything ready this time, I was trying to really keep it tight because I knew like putting the tree up was an additional thing that I don't normally have to do when I switch my quilts out. I don't normally have a a big thing about putting up a huge decoration. And so I was just trying to keep everything pretty tight. So now we can go see what it looks like. Here's the first thing, which is one of the Fat Quarter Shop mysteries we did. I don't know what this last year, the year before. And we'll go through into the dining room. And I have my sparkly, let's see, do I want that light down? Maybe that'd be just a little bit. There we go. So here is the new plot twist. And you'll see I moved this gigantic ginger in here. So we'll see. I may have to get like a plant light put in here permanently. Okay, so I don't have, remember I have the companion for that was the cutaways to do a table mat, but because it's not quilted yet, I went ahead and used this. It was a circle panel from years ago. It's actually Kate Spain's design, and it's red and white, so I can leave it there through February. This is my very first Oh My Stars that I ever did, and so it's a keeper. And then I just have a few, not really any holiday stuff there right now. Maybe I'll add something. And the sparkly mushroom tree with so many beautiful mushrooms that all of you have sent me over time. They are just loving life here. This piece I got from Target 2 years ago, maybe again. Some of my snowmen, I bought that Merry and Bright sign when I was we did a quilt along called Merry and Bright, and I was actually somewhere and this sign was there. So I was like, I need to have that. And the center is just some of my holiday things, some snowmen. I gotta put some candy in that bowl. So, okay. So now we're out here. Oh my gosh, got the tree up. It is a little bigger than the prior one that I had. This is like, I think, my third year with it. And I love it. It's big. It's big. Okay, so going with lots of red and white this year. Loving the table mat with that. And joy, joy, joy. Our Christmas All Year Sew Along that we did from Wendy Shepherd's Christmas book. This pillow, I believe there's a free pattern online. And it was a gift, that pillow, and some other, two of my very favorite fabrics that they're not mine, but somebody designed them, but I love them. I love the retro, love the city feel. Okay, so this was a little owl that I found at Target one year. Love it so much. This was my grandmother's, my granny's, and this guy I found last year. He just cracks me up. He's so fat. Whoops, no, he's going to roly-poly off of there. Okay, here's our trees that we did, and a cross-stitch, that was a free cross-stitch from the Fat Quarter Shop, so that's still out there. And the tree skirt is actually from the Fat Quarter Shop, free. No, I think that might be a paid tree skirt, but it is big. It's a big one, so it's got a wide spread. Okay, I'll get to the door in a second. I've got there we go. So we've got the hanging, what do we call it? Ladder. There's the word ladder. Now I did this piece, I can't remember what I did it for, but I've always loved it, where you take like a Dresden plate and every other blade is the same as the background. So it has this like starburst, and then I did Happy Holidays embroidered in the middle, and it's got bunches of red buttons, getting a little yellow glow from the tree. And this was Bev McCulloch's pattern. You probably have to go to her website now. It was kind of made for a particular fabric line, so she probably still has it on her website. And let's see. This was, I think, the only thing that you had to buy the Jolly box. It was the specialty exclusive pattern for the box one year. And then this is the quilt. Got a lot of yellow glow today. It's just what the lighting is. But here's the quilt that we just did this summer for the free mystery from the Fat Quarter Shop. I love it, and it's a really cool size. There I have another little cross stitch that I did, and I hung it with the clips. So, okay, that means let's go back around real quick. In here, we'll take a view from here. So this is from the front door. There we go. Got to see everything, right? Thank you for joining me on this tour. It's simple, and I love it. It is always feels so good when all the quilts are changed out. Sometimes I have a little hard time getting motivated to do it because especially with the tree, it's like another added thing, so it takes a little bit longer. But I'm always so happy, and I can go in there now. I turn my lights on first thing in the morning, and I have a cup of coffee in there. It is so, so sweet. All right, we have a little bit of mail, And so I've got from Susan in the UK, lots of wonderful notes that you've sent me. It just means so much. I just really, really appreciate it. Kathy in Tennessee, she did the Ode to the National Parks, where she went to one of the national parks and took a picture by the sign to the park. So yeah, so I love when you show me all of these things. And Kathy sent a Starbucks card, and it's taped inside. So I just want to tell you thank you for that as well. It's like I don't want to lose that because I wrote on the outside here, so I wouldn't lose it because it's taped inside. Here is Karen in Massachusetts. Look how fun that card is. Look at that. It's from a company called the Sisterhood of Quilters. I guess that's the poem. There's a poem on the back. So fun. And she also sent me refreshments. Love it. You are so awesome. Let's see. I have, it is hard to believe, but like two of you have sent the mushroom card, and you were both from the UK. So this is Julia from the UK. What are the odds? What are the odds that two of you found the same card? That's just crazy. I love it. Here's like a super cute. This is from Deirdre in Louisiana. Look at those guys. So funny with the gummies, with the gummy worms. That cracks me up. Totally cracks me up. Elaine in Pennsylvania sent me not one, but two cards. Elaine, you're so sweet. There is one of them and a super adorable Thanksgiving card. Aw, mwah. Thank you for thinking of me. Let's see, Lillian in Ohio. She sent sweet card and some yellow fabric from my lemon chiffon. I actually was working on the lemon chiffon the other day at my sewing when I went to sewing with friends at the library, and I don't have as many blocks done as I kind of thought. So I may end up on our next sewing day, which is like once a month, taking and making more blocks so I can move that project along, because that one needs to move along. This is from, wait a second, this is from Sue in Arizona. Beautiful flowers. And she also sent some blocks for my lemon chiffon. Those are awesome. So awesome. Okay, just a couple more here. This one I don't have. It's from New York, and I'm just going to say it's from our friend AC, because I think this is your last name, and I usually don't say last names. So here are some mushroom scrubbers. They are so stinking cute. Thank you. Okay, I've got a couple of things here, and let me just figure out okay, this is from Maria in Ohio, and it's a cute little card, so sweet. And she also has some fabric from my lemon chiffon, and she sent me a picture of her library quilt with some personal photos that were put in there. She was also at a museum and saw this mushroom pin for me. You guys are so sweet to be out and about and think of me. It's like, of course, you see mushrooms and you think of Pat. It's like, is that a good thing? I suppose it is. And she sent some goodies for Greg and I. So we really appreciate so much. I say that a lot, right? But it's true. It is so true. And I have one more here from Jenny in Maryland, just a state up from me, Maryland. And she found these, look how darling this is. So this is Christmas. That's the way it should always be spelled, right? SCW. And then she found two super cute ornaments. They're just stinking cute. This is from our breakfast club we did at the beginning of this year, and then a little mushroom guy. Oh my goodness, so darling. And she also found it. She sent it in a cute little box. Look at that box. Look. All right, my friends, I love you so much. This is just, you made my day. You made my day. Made my month. I hope you enjoyed my changing of the quilts for the holidays, and let me know in the comments here if you have done that, and download our calendar later in the month, closer to the 25th, very close to the 25th. Over on the Facebook group, we do all holiday decorations, but until then, we don't do holiday decorations in the quilt group. So just to remind you, it's a friendly reminder, because we will decline those. It just is too overwhelming to do it too early. We just do it a few days ahead. And then that way it's just right at the holiday season. Okay, I love you. Mwah. Thank you for being here in the Sloan Zone. I will see you online.